Yes, we'll start. We'll start after without violence. So did you all understand what happened to that playwright? Yes, he was given, what was given to playwright? Go to page number 31. See there, alas, I have no ruby now, said the prince. My eyes are all that I have left. So what were his eyes made up of? Rare sapphires, yes. And one of those sapphires was given to playwright. Yes. So the playwright got one of the sapphires, and what was the color of the sapphires? They were blue. And where were they come? Where did they got it from? Very good. He got it from India, and it happened thousands of years ago. Right? Then what happened? Yeah, I am beginning to be appreciated. He cried. Who cried? I am beginning to be appreciated. He cried. This is from some great admirer. Now I can finish my play. And he looked quite happy. Who said all these things? Playwright. Yes. It wasn't the prince, and it was neither the swallow. It was a playwright who said that. Then the next day the swallow flew down. Now he's saying, I am beginning to be appreciated. This is from some great admirer. He thought that one of his admirer, the one who was reading his plays, they might have sent that sapphire for him as a token of gift. Okay, that's what he thought. Then he looked very happy and he started finishing off with his play. Then the next day the swallow flew down to the harbour. He sat on the mast of a large vessel and watched the sailors working. I'm going to Egypt, cried the swallow. But nobody minded. And when the moon rose, he flew back to the happy prince. Okay, so I'm beginning to be appreciated, he cried. Then what happened? The next day the swallow flew down to the harbour. So the swallow, he came back to the harbour. What is harbour, children? It's the bank or it's the beach area which is confined to the places where ships would come, and then they would import their goods and export things would happen. Okay, so that is a place called harbour. Then he sat on the mast of a large vessel. I think I have drawn the picture on the board the other day to show you what mast would look like, right? Yes. So what he said, he sat down on the mast of a large vessel. Vessel means what? Ship. Ships are called vessels. Sailing vessel. Okay, sailing vessels is another name for ships. Big ships, they will be made out there. If you have seen, their bottom would be made out of either iron or steel. You know this?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Why is the bottom of this particular ship is made out either of iron or of steel? Yeah, that is true. To float, it would have been made by wood also. Why not by wood? Why only by iron or by steel?
It will be strong.
Yes, to give the strength to the wood that is inside. Outside it is laid out by iron or steel, but inside it is laid out by wood. Okay, so because this under is made out either by iron or by steel, it is also called as vessel, because vessels generally they have that kind of shape, and also they are made out either by iron or by steel. Because the same thing is happening with your ships also, they are called as vessels. Please underline that large vessel. And watched by sailors working. So he has free time in the morning. So when was the time that swallow was given work? Every time. Was he given? Yes, very good. You should also understand that. The work was given by the happy prince to the swallow only in the night times. And the swallow used to go around in the night, and in the morning he was free. So that was the time when he went around the city to have a look at it. Okay. So in that way he visited harbour, he saw large vessels and he saw sailors working, and he cried. What did he cry? Again, he is very happy because he thought, by this thing I am done. My work is done. I will be going to Egypt. So he says, I am going to Egypt, cried the swallow. But nobody minded. And when the moon rose, he flew back to the happy prince. Do you think if any bird is coming near, if a bird is perching on that tree, and if the bird is singing or saying something, would you be able to understand? Yes, we will be able to understand at least little bit of it, right? If not much, little bit of it could be understood, right, children? So the same way here, when that bird, it was a strange bird for them. Maybe they have seen swallows, but this swallow was going around in a wrong season. At this season, in winter season, swallows are not supposed to be around. They were supposed to go to the warmer climate places like Egypt. But they are fighting this swallow coming around in winter season. Okay. So these people were a little bit worried, but they did not understand what the swallow was saying. That is again another thing which you have to understand there. I am going to Egypt, cried the swallow, but nobody minded. Means the people were very busy with their own work. Okay, they were very busy with their own work. And when the moon rose, what did he do? He flew back to Happy Prince again. Why? Swati. Why? Yes, to say goodbye, and also they had very good friendship with them. Okay, so he actually saying, because the swallow was enjoying the work, he was actually the work which was given to swallow, it was giving that kind of warmth to swallow, right? It was given already in the book. Because swallow was feeling warm in his heart, he thought if I'll help more people, it would make me happy. That was another side of the story. One side of the story is true, as she said, he wanted to bid goodbye to his friend, that is true. But on the other side, he wanted to say goodbye as well as he was actually looking forward for some other work which would be given by the prince so that it would make his life complete, fulfilled. That was another reason. And also the prince was blind with one eye. Because one of the surprise was taken out, right? So he, being a friend, he wanted to say goodbye to him. Let's see what happens. So I have come to bid goodbye to you. I have come to bid you goodbye. He cried. Who cried? Swallow. Yeah. Then the prince is saying as usual, swallow, swallow, little swallow, will you not stay with me one night longer? It is winter, answered the swallow, and the snow will soon be here. In Egypt, the sun is warm on the green palm trees, and the crocodiles lie in the mud and look lazily about them. Okay, so he's actually explaining how good the climate is in Egypt. And because it's becoming winter here, the snow is about to fall, he wants to go back to Egypt, where all his friends and all his family is waiting for him, right? Right? All these birds, his flock has already flew to Egypt. And it's been 2 weeks, or how many weeks has it been? 6 weeks. Right? It's been 6 weeks. It's given in the second paragraph, page number 28, second line. Had gone to Egypt 6 weeks before. So 6 weeks before they have already gone there and they are enjoying all this. See the warm Egypt sun on green palm trees. Now if sun comes also, we'll feel so good. We feel so freshened. Even though the sun's light is very bright, it may be scorching, but still sunlight is very required for our health. Right? Yeah. So it's very warm on the green palm trees. Palm trees are the ones which you find only in Egypt. Not only, they are found mostly in Egypt. And the crocodiles lie in the mud and look lazily about them. Crocodiles are lying in the mud. Why? Because the water has dried up because of the heat. And they are lying lazily about them. Then, in the square below, said the happy prince, he is not minding about what the swallow is saying. All that is inside his mind is to look everyone happy, to feel that everyone are happy. That was what was in Happy Prince's mind. That's why he's not actually worried about what swallow is saying. Okay, he just wants swallow to stay with him for 3 days. That's all. Afterwards, the swallow can go on his way. So let's see what Happy Prince is saying here. In the square below, said the Happy Prince, there stands a little match girl. She has let her matches fall in the gutter and they are all spoiled. Her father will beat her if she does not bring her home some money, and she is crying. Okay, so what he says that please stay with me for one more night. And then this swallow tells like, no, I cannot stay, I have to go back. I can feel the warmth of sun down in Egypt, I need to go back there. But then the prince is saying down in the square below. Square in the sense, what do you understand by square? Square is a large space which is left out in middle of the cities where people can gather. If there is some kind of announcement, all people would gather. And if there is some kind of execution of a prisoner, the prisoner is forward and if he is being executed, what do you understand by executed? Kill. Okay, death. If a person is given death sentence, that person you call as execution. Okay, he has been under execution. So if anything of that sort is happening, so these executions or any such kind of things are happening, then that would happen in the square, and the square would be right in front of the palace. And now our prince, he has been put up on a large pedestal, on a very huge pedestal which was long enough. So he says down square, in the down square, he could see a match girl. There stands a little match girl. Okay, what do you understand by match girl? Yeah, a girl who would sell matches, or a girl who would be having match boxes or anything of that sort. So that girl is calling as match girl. Okay. She has let her matches fall in the gutter and they are all spoiled. Okay. Nowadays matchsticks have been made in the factories, but in earlier days they never used to be made in factories. People used to make them handmade matchsticks. Yeah. So they used to do it everything by their own hands, with their own hands. Okay. So it was very laborious. The work was very laborious. So people used to get tired by doing that work. So this girl who used to sell matches, she had to do all of that work. So what happened to her matches? All of her matches fell in the gutter. Gutter means what? Gutter means a place through which wastewater would go. That water nowadays, because our sewages have been improved, we won't see gutters nowadays. But in olden days, all the gutters used to be opened. So what happened to her matches? Her matches fell in the gutter and they are all spoiled. So once a matchbox is wet, will you be able to use it? It won't be of any use. Yeah. So they are all spoiled, and her father will beat her if she does not bring home some money, and she is crying. Okay, so her father is very strict in that regard. If she won't get back money selling those matchboxes, her father is going to beat her. So she has no shoes or stockings, and her little head is bare. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her, and her father will not beat her. So she has no shoes or stockings, and her little head is bare. Because it's winter, it's very good to have stockings and to have gloves and to have cap on the head, right? Because she was a small girl. Imagine you people sitting here without your blazers, and because the fan is on, that fan is on, everyone. If I ask you to take out your blazers and say, will you be able to cope up? No. It's very cold. So that's why we keep ourselves warm by wearing all these things, right? Similarly, the girl also needs her stockings. Now, what do you understand by stockings, children? No shoes. She had no shoes. Okay, she was going barefooted, and she had no stockings. What do you understand by stockings? Stockings are the socks which goes to your knee length. People who are into football, anyone into football here, boys? I haven't seen stockings. Footballers, they'll be wearing socks till here. Those are called as stockings. Okay, they keep your legs warm. Okay, when your legs are warm, then you can walk, or you can do work. Okay, so that's what stockings are. And so she was not having socks, and her head is bare. Bare means what? Yeah, without any cap. She was not having any cap. Kindly underline the word bare. B-A-R-E. Bare means without something. It could be anything. Okay, I'm bare-handed means I don't have money, or I don't have gloves, or I don't have pen. Anything. It could be anything. Okay, bare. Now, he's saying. Who is saying now? Who is saying all these things, that she's without stockings, her head is bare? Yeah, the happy prince. The happy prince again says, pluck out my other eye and give it to her, and her father will not beat her. He's having only one eye left out now. One ruby is left out in his eye. He's asking the swallow to pull out that one and give it to the match girl, so that his father will not beat her, and she would have enough money to buy all her necessities. Okay? Yeah, now let's see what the swallow says. Swallow says, I will stay with you one night longer, said the swallow, but I cannot pluck out your other eye. You would be quite blind then. He says, that's fine, I'll stay with you for one night if you want me to stay. But I cannot pull out your other eye, man. You have only one eye. If I take out that eye also, you won't be able to see. You'll be completely blind, right? If your one eye is working like a pirate, at least you can see with that eye, right? If both eyes are gone, then you won't be able to see permanently. So that's what the swallow is saying. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince, do as I command you. Now again he is commanding the swallow. Okay, he is saying, no, you cannot give me any options. It's I who have decided to take out my one eye, so you better take it out and give it to the match girl. So what does the swallow do? The swallow plucked out the prince's other eye and darted down with it. He swooped past the match girl. Kindly look at the textbooks, all those who have textbooks. He swooped past the match girl and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand. Okay, so what happened? The swallow, he obeyed the command of the prince. He went and he plucked out the eye of the prince and he swooped, he darted down. What do you understand by darting?
Drop. Fast.
Very fast, swift. You know the dart board, right? The dart board you all know, right? So that is dart board, and the pin that you throw at the dart board is called a dart. Dart is something that goes swift, very fast. Okay, so he darted, he went very fast by the match girl and he swooped past the match girl. Swoop means like that. So much of speed he went. Okay, swallows are the birds which are very well known for their tactics in the air because their tail is forked. The tail of a swallow is forked. That. Okay, the tail of a swallow is forked like that. With that tail, they can make a lot of maneuvers. So they can change directions like that. They can do all sorts of somersaults in the air. Okay? Yes. Darted down with it. He swooped past the match girl and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand. So he swooped past her and then he just dropped the jewel into the hands of the match girl. You might have seen in the cartoon that I have shown you how he drops the jewel into the hands of the match girl. Did you all observe that? Observed or not? Yeah. Kindly respond, children. If you still stay still, then I won't have the encouragement to go on, right? Yeah, now the girl says, "What a lovely bit of glass!" cried the little girl, and she ran home laughing. Okay, she did not understand that that's a sapphire. Okay, all she understood is that's a glass piece. So she was very happy with that glass piece which she found, and then she says that what a lovely piece of glass. So she went home. She knew that there was some kind of preciousness to that glass. So she went home laughing. Yeah, cried the little girl and she ran home laughing. So she was not unhappy now. She was very, very happy. She was elated because she found the lovely bit of glass according to her. But we know what would be the cost of that glass which the girl has got. Yes. Then the swallow came back to the prince. "You are blind now," he said, "so I will stay with you always." So he became very unhappy to see his friend completely blind. Okay. Now also if you children would see any person blind and not able to cross the road, what would you do? You would definitely go and help the person, right? Because it comes to our soul, it comes to our spirit that you have to go and help the person. So now look at that small being. It's such a small swallow. It is having so much of humanity. Yeah, this character you can call it as humanity because he's a human and this one is a bird. But still it was having all these human qualities in it. So he wants to stay with the prince because the prince is blind. He says, "You are blind now. So I will stay with you always." He wants to stay with the prince now forever. So the prince is saying, "No, little swallow," said the poor prince, "you must go away to Egypt." He is saying, "No, you cannot stay with me. You have to go away to Egypt." Then the swallow says, "No, I will stay with you always," said the swallow, and he slept at the prince's feet. So the swallow says, "No, I am not going anywhere. I'll just stay with you forever and then let me be with you always." So he slept at the prince's feet. So what did he describe the prince's feet as? A golden bedroom. Why did the swallow describe the feet of the happy prince as golden bedroom? Because the entire statue was made up of gold. It was laid out with gold plates. Understood? So you just go through the lesson, underline all the important words, and if you find